Welcome everyone to another edition of Warriors League Thailand 2026, the 10th anniversary of this famed tournament. We've got 4 games on the docket this afternoon. Rich Quinones, as always, on the call on the telecast, and we appreciate everyone tuning us in. In a couple moments, we'll have a tip-off between Howard and New Force, as we are now getting into the meat and potatoes of the tournament. We like to call it crunch time. After today and then tomorrow, Sunday, we'll have pretty much 7 in the books, and we'll cut the best 4 teams to the playoffs, and that's how they advance. As many have followed this tournament, you know exactly how it transpires. And as I mentioned, we are about 3 to 5 minutes away from tip-off, 1 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. We encourage everyone to keep us tuned in on the YouTube channel, like, comment, and subscribe. We've got some very good matchups as well. This one is very good because you've got 2 squads that are coming in 2 and 3, 7 points respectively. And as we said, it's crunch time right now. So while the opening tip-off, we'll go through what's transpired over the first couple weeks of this famed tournament. We always encourage you to get social with us as well on social media. Very easy to do, at Warriors Thailand. And as we always suggest and recommend and would love to support, we always love to welcome in those that are tuning in stateside. And if you guys are doing that from the US of A, 1 a.m., you guys are absolutely troopers, and we love it. And of course, Thailand time, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So we'll have the opening tip-off between Howard and New Force coming up on the other side. So moments away from our opening tip-off between the Howard Hoops and New Force. And again, if you guys are just tuning in, Rich Quinones on the call. We welcome you into Warriors League Thailand 2026. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty, as we like to call it, crunch time. And we welcome in the viewing audience from the United States joining us 1 a.m. And of course, we're 1 p.m. Thailand time. So after today's festivities and Sunday's games, then there will be 4, and then it gets very exciting with the playoffs and the final 2 for the championship. Who will walk away with the 2026 Warriors League Thailand crown? We've had some wonderful action. We've had some unbelievable standout players, and I think you can make a case for several players right now standing out, league MVP. And you're also seeing some players that, because they've had an opportunity to gather and gain exposure with Warriors League Thailand, some of them have already signed with other teams in other leagues, and that's the beauty of what Warriors League Thailand does. It's a great stepping stone, a substantial amount of exposure for some of these players to not only get their stats accurate and, of course, post it up. I know earlier in the week, we shared the news that Warriors League Thailand will now have a lot of information in the stats on Eurobasket, which is incredible. There's a lot of credibility with that. And then, as we mentioned, having the games on film is another big-time bonus. So we're just excited that you guys have joined us over the last several weeks and, of course, going forward. As I mentioned, Rich Quinones is here. Get social with us. You can follow along at Warriors Thailand. You can follow me on IG at RichQNQ. And most importantly, for those viewing us, supporting the league, the players, like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course share out that content. All right, so opening tip-off coming up, a battle between 2 and 3 squads, Howard and New Force. This is going to be a very good contest. We know Howard comes in one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. Obviously, they're led by a couple catalysts, Hayden Thomas, Logan Willoughby. Jerry Brooks has turned into a phenomenal slasher, kind of an off guard that gets to the bucket. And then for New Force, they are a very balanced team. Now, they've had, a couple issues at the charity stripes throughout this tournament. Sometimes they've gone a little cold from beyond the arc, but you've got Javon Smith, you've got Calvin Lee, Trey Logan. Robert Stanford has had an absolutely wonderful tournament. Once this is over, he's got some options either to go back stateside and play in the ABA, or he's trying to get some good looks in Asia as well. So both teams, as I mentioned, very stacked, very athletic. I think this is going to be right around 85 to 90 points. We'll see who ratchets it up come that fourth quarter. But we're moments away, as I mentioned. We're looking probably at I would gather, maybe a 105, 110 Thailand time tip-off between these two squads. Both come in 2 and 3, 7 points. And remember, 2 points with the win, 1 point with the loss. Top 4 teams will advance to the playoffs, and then the top 2 championship. So we got about a minute or so to go, as I alluded to. We'll get the opening tip-off. We'll have it for you on the other side. And we welcome you back. We are moments away from Warriors League 2026 as we embark on another week of action after Sunday. 7 weeks in the books, and we will cut it down to the best 4. They'll move on to the playoffs. Take a look at the Howard Hoops. Go through their starters momentarily. Most likely it'll be Willoughby, Brooks, Thomas, Pydak, who's had an unbelievable tournament, averaging a double-double. But we'll get you some accurate stats throughout the contest as well. New Force in those very sharp uniforms, those kind of like more deep red and black. And we're moments away from another tip-off. And again, Rich Quinones is here. We appreciate everyone viewing us on our YouTube channel and following us on social media. Both teams come in 2 and 3. Both have 7 points, and they're looking to get 2. And a quick missed opportunity by Howard. New Force moving right to left, and they'll draw the contact in the line. So kind of an inauspicious start with Thomas missing the easy lay-in. Big-time three-point specialist. You have to always consistently put a body up on him. Burnett got caught up. Smith pulled the trigger. That's off the mark. Now the Hoops get across the timeline. Keep an eye on Willoughby with the rock right now. Slithers through, loses it. Now it's an opportunity 3-on-2 early on for New Force. And an easy lay-in with the right hand. So they strike first. They're up by 2-0 early on in this first quarter. Remember, 10-minute quarters, 2-minute intermissions, 5 minutes for the half. Dak has been superb this tournament. Can't get it to drop right there. Rayad, the Frenchman, has it. He'll drop it off. Coffin corner. And now they'll pull it right back out to Lee. Long three. Interior look, and finally the left hand drops. So a minute in, knotted up a two-piece. Howard moving left to right. Dak has it. You'll see a lot of the motion with Thomas. You'll see Willoughby. They want to create a little bit of space. They want to find that sliver of daylight for those openings because they do some substantial damage from beyond the arc. Let's pull it back out. And Dak does this quite a bit. And that drops home.
Pull it back out.
So those are the types of looks that
this quite a bit.
If you're a fan of the hoops, you want to make sure that you see that spacing on the floor just like we do. And obviously that's kind of their bread and butter. And Brooks couldn't convert that one. 5-2. Good look inside to the Frenchman. That doesn't fall. Brooks again met him. Another long outlet pass. So I would say a little sloppy start right now for both teams respectively. They know what at stakes here. Both teams come in 7 points, 2 and 3. A long arcing three that drops home. That's a good looking shot, and we're knotted up at 5 apiece. As I mentioned, Howard, one of the stronger three-point shooting teams in the league. They had that tough 69-65 loss to Fully Feared 5-0. And offensively, Howard's averaging about 87. They give up 79. And even if we go back to the win against CNX Orion, where they pumped in 121, they blew them out, 121-48. Willoughby had 27. Thomas had 26. When everything's going great, these guys are going to knock down their shots from beyond the arc. They combine 8 of 14 from three-point land. But then when the shot's not falling, obviously they're in trouble, and they're going to call that a clear path breakaway foul. So you'll get the free throw right there. That's not dropped in. But these are opportunities, especially from the line that we mentioned for New Force. And they have to do a better job of getting to the line this afternoon. Another opportunity to get to the line. Jack. He likes to roll to the basket, and they typically like to also play that two-man game. But thus far, an auspicious start for both teams. It's another long three. That's way off the mark by Calvin Lee. I mentioned the three-point shooting prowess. Of Howard. We've seen it on display, and when they're on, they're on. This is a team that, pretty safe to say, they live and die by the three-point shot. The side out Thomas. Stolen away. Good anticipation. And he was met by Dak, so the Frenchman will go to the line. Rayad. Rayad Molpan, 12 points, 9 rebounds. A couple assists per contest. Very low scoring first quarter. Thomas can convert. Newforce wants to push it. Burnett got caught up, needs a little help. Skip pass. It's off the mark. So the shot again for both teams just has not fallen. I think this kind of pace, believe it or not, will favor Newforce. You know, when Howard gets out in transition, explode into the tin in the rack, count it with the two-handed jam. Dak, averaging 17 and 10, decided to just take matters into his own hands, try to spark this offense a little bit with under 3.5 to go. That was a brilliant take, very decisive, went right to the rim and slammed it home. He's quietly put together an excellent tournament. He's a walking double-double, and that's actually the first time I've seen him really go to the basket with authority like that. That's a confidence builder. Brooks now banging the body, drops home with the right hand. The slasher averaging a solid 18. So a little spurt, and then it's almost tipped and stolen away. Little spurt here by Newforce as we're knotted up to 9. Long three. That doesn't even rip the twine. My goodness. And almost stolen away. So you start to see Newforce, if they can get that three knocking down, that's going to force Howard now in their perimeter defense. They got to be a little honest. Another catch and shoot. That doesn't drop. But that's going to keep them more honest defensively. And Newforce doing a good job getting back in transitional defense. They don't want Howard to get out and run and get those jailbreak opportunities. Long three, Brooks. Newforce now, they had numbers. Look inside, off the glass. Can't convert, but they're still up by 3, 12-9, 2:18 to go. Little stutter, stagger, step, foul line, extended. That drops home. So you'll see there's a lot of very good shooters in this league and in this tournament. I just don't like the shot selection, though, I'm seeing from Newforce. They're a team that, when they get inside, because they have very good guards, very athletic, whether it's going to be Burnett, Smith, Lee, Logan, that's a nice entry pass. They need to break down the defense. That's their bread and butter. They're not going to win this game settling from jump shots from the outside. I'm not saying they're a bad shooting team. That's not what I'm suggesting. But they should work the ball inside. They've got some opportunities, especially where Rayad take advantage of it. Little stutter, stagger step. Willoughby trying to use that frame and body off the glass. That doesn't fall. Thomas tips it around, back over, count it. $1:17 to go in this first quarter. Willoughby with 5. After every quarter, we'll get you caught up to speed with up to the second stats. Remember, these quarters fly by. They are 10-minute quarters, 2-minute in between. Trying to set that screen, create a little space, and that drops home. Foul line extended. $35 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Good double. Now there's your kick out. Late whistle. Robinson was the last one with that bucket. He's got 4, number 10 for Howard. That was a couple moments ago at the other end of the floor. So another opportunity at the foul line for New Force. They've already gotten to the line 6 times in the first quarter. First is good. Second's not there. Rayad tries to run it down. Pack tried to save it and goes right in the hands of the waiting arms of the New Force player who easily puts it in. 17-17, under 15 seconds to go in this first quarter. Whistle on the floor. They're going to count the bucket. Continuation, and they do. Ball hung up there for a while. I believe that was Robinson again. So I love the assertiveness that I'm seeing right now from Hazma Robinson, who's averaging 8 a contest and already has 6 in this first quarter with an opportunity for a 3-point play. Strong rebound and then stolen away. Good hustle play. Weak side help though. Should stay. Howard with an opportunity. Last shot. Got to get going in traffic. And another call on the floor. Robinson giving him a little juice, a little energy. 6 points right now, 3 of 4 shooting. He's got to the line as well. And Willoughby now. He's had a sensational first couple weeks, averaging 21 to go along with 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He's hands down one of the most accurate 3-point shooters in this tourney. So 1 quarter in the books. After 10 minutes of action, Howard leads it 20-17. We'll step aside. Second quarter coming up. This is Warrior leads Thailand 20-26. Take a look at some of the action after 1 quarter of play. 20-17, Howard up by 3. Willoughby with 8. Robinson giving him a nice little spark with 6 for Howard. 1 of 4 from beyond the arc for New Force. Smith with 6. Lee with 4. And I'll tell you another player, too, that's starting to come on. Micah Beal, number 11. Numbers aren't going to blow you away, right around 4 to 6 a contest, but he's also a high-energy player, kind of a scrappy player, plays both ends of the floor. You need those types of players. Rayad will go to the line for 2. The second is good. Very important game for both these squads. They both come in 2 and 3. Both have had a couple of tough losses. Excellent look inside, but the Bunny can't convert. But those are the looks that Howard's going to have to capitalize on when they get those opportunities. Respectively, 7 points apiece. So 2 will go a long way with a win. Rayad did a good job of cutting down the passing angle. Big man putting it on the floor a little bit, trying to create. Back with the rebound. Averaging 10. Almost got caught up. Kick out. Long three. Catch and shoot. Off the mark. Clean look though. New Force wants to come back the other way. That's a three. That doesn't drop. Another rebound for number 12. What else is new? Thought about spin move. Got caught up. Left hand. No contact. And then stolen away. Robinson has it. They'll swing it. They're letting them play a little bit right now. Tipped around and coming back the other way. Here's a jailbreak opportunity. An easy lay-in for New Forest. They take the lead 21-20. Under 8 to go in the second quarter. Beal momentarily was botting up Robinson. They try to go back inside one more time. He gets a little fortuitous bounce. Athletic, can't convert. They don't clean it up. And right there, no one boxes out. An easy lay-in off the putback. Howard back up top. Willoughby swings it. Jack is he's not shy taking a shot from beyond the arc. He's knocked down a couple. But you know that the game for the hoops is, as I mentioned, that's a gorgeous look inside. I mean, Smith finds Rayad, who can't convert. Couldn't ask for a better pass. Great vision. Javon Smith, the guard. But going back to long three. But going back to my point on Howard, they live and die by the three-point shot. And if you get them in a half-court offense, you have to make them work for your shots. That's a little more advantageous defensively for New Force. It's when Howard gets out on a fast break and they're spacing on the floor and they've got 2 or 3 guys in the wing, then you got to make a decision how you want to play defensively. I would suspect, too, New Force maybe starts to face guard a little bit, put a little more pressure. On the guards, bringing the ball up the floor. Nice take. Lee. Exploding right to the rack. Can't convert. A little sliver of daylight. Brooks now wants to put it on the floor. Oh, wonderful entry pass to the cutter. Excellent job. Good vision right there. Brooks finding Jack. Largest lead right now for the Hoops. Up 5, 26-21. 5.5 to go. Stop and pop from 3. That's short by New Force. Stutter step. There's your kick. Swing it. Thomas from Dak. Count it, rattles in. That's the ball movement we talked about. And check that. Willoughby, pardon me. That's Logan Willoughby. Excellent ball movement right there. Willoughby, the recipient, averaging 21, which is a sniper from beyond the arc. So it's an 8-point lead right now, and this is the type of pace that favors Howard. As soon as these guards get going down the end of the floor, this is where you'll start to see the spacing. You'll start to see, oh, what a sweet look. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. What a gorgeous feed. Just zipped it in there, and the largest lead of the afternoon balloons to double digits for Howard. Nice little run over the last several minutes. Willoughby with the 3, and then the point guard play. And you see right now, Brooks finding the slasher, Dak. You're seeing some very good production as well. Thomas takes an opportunity for a blow, a breather, and a rest, and that's a good thing. All in all, excellent quarter plus for Howard. Comes in 2 and 3, and certainly will love to get those 2 points. They sit with 7 right now and looking good. Logan Willoughby, averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists for Howard. He's already got 13. And once he starts cooking, watch out. He is as deadly as they come when we're talking about the three-point shooters. I mean, he's got wonderful percentages. If you think about what he's done over his last several games, 16 of 25 from beyond the arc. If you talk about what he's done already this afternoon, 3 and 6, now you're looking at 19 of 33 from beyond the arc. So he's just been absolutely on fire. And you got to start to realize defensively, you got to come out and guard him and keep him honest. New Force right now, trailing by 10, under 4.5 to go. 31-21 Howard. Rayad has it. Wants to put it on the floor. Using that frame underneath with the right hand, that drops home. They're soft. And now you see for a moment, they were about to press, nothing doing though. Stolen away. Another foul on the floor. So if you're a fan of New Force, they're still within striking distance. A lot of ball game left, obviously, midway through the second quarter. But they're 2 of 14 from beyond the arc. I think some of these shots have been rushed. I think some of the shot selection is somewhat careless. Their game is predicated when everyone's pretty much touching the basketball. And I like to see them try to work it in a little more to number 34, Rayad. So it's a violation, backcourt. Thomas back in, Willoughby has it. Got a very solid quarter plus. Brooks drew the contact, and he'll go to a line. Just switch quickly to that right hand. He'll go to a line for 2. Brooks averaging 18 a contest. Certainly the type of slasher guard that you like. No hesitation. Drops home the first. When you have 2 or 3 players that are averaging 15 plus, you got some depth and some versatility. 3:25 to go in the second quarter. It's a 10-point lead for Howard. New Force moving right to left. Little stutter stagger step by Burnett. Trying to back down his opponent and draw that double team. Give it to Smith. Tough spot in that corner. Long kick out to Rayad. Big man wants to go right to the tin and loses it. Get the reaching call too. Rayad's going to go to the line. Free throw shooting has been a point of contention for a lot of the teams in this tournament. Smith doing a good job of almost forcing that turnover. Thomas now can't convert when he goes right to the rack, coming back the other way. New Force. You see how they converge and then just find a little bit of crack. I think that was Smith. Now it's coming back the other way. Good bounce pass. Thomas trailing, running the floor, right side, lays it in. Largest lead, 6, 35-24, 2.5 to go. Oh, nice shot coming back the other end. Quick release, Javon Smith. Burnett's going to try to play the ball. Both drop off. Thomas in rhythm. Got to get a body on him. Hayden Thomas. 20 points go along with 7 rebounds, 3 dimes per contest. Last 2 games, 11 of 17 from beyond the arc. Minute and a half to go in the second quarter. Drop off again. Thomas loves that spot right there. Count it, drains it with confidence. He's a little fire plug. He just is an assassin from the perimeter. Real good looking player. Strokes it with confidence. Jailbreak opportunity and some numbers. Drop off one more time. Contact was there and a late whistle. I know Smith's pleading his case, but he did draw and bang with Willoughby, who's going to go to the line for 2. So this is an excellent start to Howard. Up 41-26, largest lead of the contest, 15. An opportunity to cash in and make it a 16-point cushion. But like I said, it all starts when they get out and run. And because they have several shooters that can knock it down from the perimeter with confidence, Newforce is going to have to start making adjustments. Either they got to start face guarding or pressure the ball. Don't allow these guards to get ahead of steam. Or they got to come out more on the perimeter. And if you got to eat up some fouls, so be it. But you can't allow these uncontested three-point shots. If they do that, it's going to be a long afternoon. Burnett has to give it up. They try to go inside. Rayad has it, draws a triple. And still lays it in with the left hand. Triple team. Finds a way to stop the bleeding a little bit. Back now in transition, coming back the other way. Howard will take those buckets, bucket for bucket. Layton, quarter number 2, step back 3. That's off the mark. Dak another rebound, adding to his first half total. Trying to go inside to Thomas. See that? See how now they're a little more honest as they double and triple team him. They just don't want to give him clean, easy looks. Disrupt got shot a little bit under 20 seconds to go. That'll be a call on the floor. And I just can't say enough about some of these shooters in the league, especially with Howard, the Titans, Sun Devils, fully feared. You've got some really good sharp shooters. They're getting it on film, having other teams and leagues take notice of it, and they're doing a heck of a job. For that long heave, we'll see if we get an adjustment on the clock. If not, that'll be the end of the second quarter. So excellent first half of basketball for Howard. Newforce has some work to do. Not out of it, trailing 44-28. But they definitely need to figure out how to work the ball a little more inside. 3 of 16 from beyond the arcs. Not going to cut it. Smith, the high man, with 8, along with Rayad with 8 for Newforce. And then you look at Howard, Willoughby with 14. Dak quietly putting together another outstanding first half of play in just under 19 minutes. 10 points, 5 of 8 from the floor. 4 rebounds, a couple assists. Howard's done a much better job of not turning the basketball over. Thomas with 8, but you just get this sneaky suspicion he's going to start heating up. And they're 4 of 10 from beyond the arc. 4 of 7 from the line. Conversely, Newforce, as I mentioned, struggled a little bit from beyond the arc. They've done a much better job from the charity stripe, 9 of 12. So here we are at the half. Howard up, 44-28. We'll step aside. More Warriors League Thailand 2026 right after this.